Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Temple Owls, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
That last completion sets him up on second down. To the ground with the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Going up top on first down. Got a man. It's Morris. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And I want to be a team that can run the football and be physical, especially on second and inches, buy myself some space, coming out of my own territory. The defense met the physical challenge. Now third and inches, this offense needs to be more physical.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
QB sneak. Gain of 2. And a first down for the offense.
And the Owls are marching down the field. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Worthy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The seventh play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short.
Pickup of 2. That's a first down for the offense.
The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
On the play. Brings up second down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Simon. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter.
the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the left side. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there,
the expressway is wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Parker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll give it to him again. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
and they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Temple lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here.
Timeout, Temple.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Pick up of 2. And that's a first down for the offense.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. The give is to Smith. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And the Owls will hustle to the line. Trying to impose their will with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the 1st.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Simon. Getting some heat. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st half.
Washington State 0.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the 2nd half underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us.
He's going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Washington State lines up quickly. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown Cougars. A great catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. First down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tagged.
Looking to pass. It's Simon. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Got it on the outside, it's Williams. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Washington State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Penny.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Simon. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Going with the ground game left. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Washington State 14.
Temple lining up to punt it away.
Number 37 on to kick it away.
I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sure hands, it's Hudson. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Uncorks one. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I bet the QB is steaming because he did an awesome job. He drops back, and he can tell he's got the matchup he wants on the outside. He's got an open receiver, throws it to him. Great ball right through his hand.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Washington State will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Looking to throw, it's Simon. This time it's complete. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one, make you a big play in a 2-minute situation. That's just a better job tackling by the defense. They practice that all week, and it shows up big here late.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Coming after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. With the catch, it's Adams. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Out of bounds at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. That's pretty much what we had in this one as they come up short in a bit of a slog fest.
Yeah, and most of the time in college football, it's the opposite, right? You don't defense optional. Offense scores so many points. This one, back and forth. Offense is struggling, trying to make plays. Defense has put on a great effort.
A lot of issues for this offense in this game today, obviously, and I think the coaching staff now really needs to take a look at how they're game planning and how they're going to give their players an opportunity to have success. It may be time now to start changing some things up a little bit.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation. Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to really have push passes. I was playing quarterback, I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to... Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 5.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense set on first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide out in motion. Well, jet sweep pass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for the offense. Now on the option. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Caught, close to the marker, it's McMillan. Touchdown, Arizona! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the...
He's off to the races. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man to the left. Off he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Back to throw, it's Fafita. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Just about set to kick it away.
33, set to kick it away.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Volunteers will take over.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And the Volunteers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. 10. And a great return on the play before they're finally able to bring him down.
And that is a play the big fella is never going to forget. Johnny on the spot. He's able to scoop up the fumble. And there was just green grass out ahead of him, and the big fella rumbling and stumbling as far as his legs would take him.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The intoxicating aroma of the end zone is so... Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. And they just got to make more plays.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting the hit.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He fires to the left side. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Touchdown, Volunteers! And welcome to the offensive showcase, my friend. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Arizona hasn't backed the offense, coming out to bear down. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He lets it fly. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
With the catch, it's Matthews. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Wants to throw on first down. The freshman just a little too much on that one.
And that was a play where maybe the big target was open quicker or sooner than the quarterback had anticipated, but it's still no excuse to throw the ball off your back leg. You got to chop up your steps, you got to get a good base, and you got to step into the throw.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Coming up, fourth down.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Catch inside the 25. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
27, Tennessee, 24.
The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Gonna run it. It's Sampson.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
On second down, just keeps firing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sampson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
A third and long coming up here. They're bringing heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Yeah, in third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Fourth down and 12 is four-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. Finds his man, they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Here we go. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.